Good morning, students. Let's start with the next part of classification of resources. So, we have already studied in the previous class the classification of resources on the basis of origin and on the basis of exhaustibility. Now, the third type of classification is on the basis of ownership. The students, on the basis of ownership, resources are classified into the four types: individual resources, community resources, national resources and international resources. What are individual resources? All the privately owned land are called the individual resources. For example, plantation, agricultural land and ponds. These are called the individual resources. Now the community resources. All the resources, students, which are accessible to all the members of community are called the community resources. Example: public parks, village common grazing grounds, etc. Right? Now the national resources. Technically, all the resources belong to the nation. The country has legal powers to acquire even private property for public goods. So, friends, all the minerals, water resources, forests, wildlife, land within the political boundaries and oceanic area up to 12 nautical miles, 22.2 km from the coast, termed as territorial water and resources therein belong to the nation. Right? Now, international resources. The resources lying beyond 200 kilometers of exclusive economic zone in the oceans. There are many resources found in the oceans, but there are international institutions which regulate these resources. The oceanic resources beyond 200 kilometers, 200 nautical miles of the exclusive economic zone belong to upon oceans, and no individual country can utilize these without the concurrence of international institutions. So, these are the classification of resources on the basis of ownership. Next classification is on the basis of development. On the basis of development, first type of resources, potential resources. What are potential resources? Resources which are found in a region but have not been utilized. For example, the western part of the India, particularly Rajasthan and Gujarat, have enormous potential for development of wind and solar energy, but so far these have not been developed properly. Now, developed resources. What are developed resources? Resources which are surveyed and their quality and quantity have been determined for utilization, but these are called the developed resources. Right? Now, what is stock? Stocks means the resources that have been surveyed but cannot be used due to lack of technology are termed as stock. Now, what are reserves? Reserves are the subset of stock. It means the resources that have been surveyed and we can use them with present technology, but their use has not been started yet. They are called the reserves. Now, students, resource planning. What is resource planning? Resource, definitely in last class we discussed that resources are very essential for the development of any country. Resource played very important role, and the country which has sufficient resource, their development are very high. So, but We cannot use resource indiscriminately. So resource planning is very necessary. So what is resource planning? This is a technique or skill of proper utilization of resources. Resource planning consists of three stages. What are the three stages of the resource planning, students? So the first stage is identification and inventory of resources. Identification and inventory of resources, which include these involves surveying, mapping, qualitative and quantitative estimation and the measurement of resources. Second stage is evolving and planning structure endowed with appropriate technology, skill and institutional setup for implementing resource development plan. And the third stage is matching the resources development plan with overall national development plan. These are the three stages of resource planning. So this topic is very important for your examination purpose. So the next part of this chapter we will study in the next video. Thank you.